Hey guys, just checking in for weekly inspiration. No, I'm kidding. Last time I made a video in my car, I got a lot of hate, y'all. Folks saying that how am I making videos in my car when I got kids and I'm driving and my eyes are not on the road. Y'all, if you live in the city like I do, you must know that traffic is like literally under 10 miles an hour. So even though it seems like cars are whizzing by me, all 4 lanes are a parking lot, and there's not much going on. And also, for those that are wondering, the camera is basically at my eyesight. And you know you got a big windshield too. So anyways, I do not promote driving and recording. Disclaimer, I don't promote that. But anyways, I just wanted to check in. Welcome to my single hope. I am heading into the office today, and I just was thinking to myself, you know, I have a pretty long drive and it's a lot of thinking going on. And so, you know, over the last few weeks, I've really have been thinking about, like, have you ever been in that place where people are all around you, you know? Life's moving, things are going along, you know, but you feel alone, you know. You're seeking God for things in your life. You're praying to see breakthrough in different areas, and it's like God's silent almost, right? And it can be very discouraging because in our minds we interpret silence to mean God doesn't care. He's not going to move in our situation. Does he not see the desperation that's going on in our lives, we might ask, you know, and it can really, really be discouraging. But I've learned, being a Christian for 25 years, and I can't even believe it's been that long. And I don't say that in any kind of negative way, but it's like time just flies, right? It's like, it's so true that the Bible says life is like a vapor. But I'm getting distracted here. So while I'm already driving distracted. So anyways, I was just thinking that it is such like a lie from the devil that God doesn't hear us, that he doesn't want to answer our prayers, that he does not want to, that he almost wants to make us like, let's just see how long they'll go before they just break, you know? And it's not true at all. Silence does not mean that God's not moving. It just means that God is doing a lot of things behind the scenes that we just can't see. And if he spelled it all out to us, I don't think it would make a difference in us in the way we think, you know. It might in fact be mind-blowing because God does a lot of things behind the scenes in our lives. There are there's a lot of moving parts that you just don't see. We just see our circumstances and we want an answer to it right now. And that's not how God moves, you know. And there are times where, you know what, you pray and you get that answer right then and there, same day, you know, you get confirmation. But there are times where it's a process, you know. And in fact, silence and waiting is a process. It does things in our heart. It can actually really be faith building. There's a lot of times that I've prayed for things, and you know, one example is when I was sick, and I remember just constantly praying for my healing. And there were times where I was frustrated. I'm like, God, you know, I just don't feel well. It's so hard to just go about my day sometimes, you know, just the inability to function. And I would pray and I would feel like, wow, God, I see you doing so many things, but you're not answering this one prayer. And some years passed and it all blew up, and with my health, and God ended up coming through in a big, miraculous way that you could not even script. I made a video that talks about my miracle healing from cancer, and I want to encourage you guys, if you've never seen it, to go back and watch that. And I tell the story of what happened, and you couldn't even make that up. And I sat back and I said, all this time, God, I was impatient and frustrated and this and that, because it's hard being in pain, it's hard dealing with all of those things. But God was gonna come through in a way that was beyond anything I could ever ask, you know. So I want to encourage you. God sees, God hears, He will answer, He will move. And now that the sun's really coming in, and I'm really going to be distracted, I'm going to just sign off and just say, you know what? In life, God has to be your single hope. And He wants to be. All right, guys, till next time.